Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. I hope during this time you're getting ready to have an awesome time for New Year. So happy New Year. Some of you may listen to this video before, some of you after, but whatever time you decide to watch this video, I just want you to know that I wish you all the best in the year 2020. That you are able to achieve all of those things that you truly desire. So here we are, Virgo, once again, connecting to all of those forces, universal forces that allow us to receive a lot of these messages that can help you achieve many of the things that you desire. But of course, we got to always keep in mind that these are very general reading, and it's not going to describe every situation out there. I also want to thank everyone who has come to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. As well as welcome those of you who are coming here for the first time and decide to spend this little time with me. Just remember, please continue to subscribe. It's one of the ways in which our channel continues to grow. And remember that here there's a mutual exchange where we're all helping each other out. All right, my dearest Virgo, let's begin. So let's say that during this cycle, you have decided to take it easy and slow down. Enough that it's like you're moving quite slow, just like the turtle. There's no rush, no reason to rush, especially around a decision that you need to make, right? It's like you decided that for those of you who have a decision to make with respect to someone, the person that is coming out in this reading, that there's no rush, that you have to think it over, you have to think about it. So when we go into the reading, I see here Sagittarius, who is describing the house, astrological house 9, which talks about awareness and expansion, is guiding you to move forward. So as you can see, Sagittarius is telling you, hey Virgo, it's true that a cycle has ended. Things as you know them have ended, but it's time to move on. A lot of times we break away from people physically, but then when it comes to the mental part, it takes us a long time. Anytime that you find yourself talking about somebody or having to explain how you feel with other people, you still connected to that person at a vibrational level. So here the Spirit is saying, hey Virgo, you know what? If you really truly decided to get away or break away from this person, now do it emotionally. Because when you do that, you will find that the Wheel of Fortune will come in. You will find that out of the blue, suddenly, fortune will come your way in a way that you expected. And as a matter of fact, in that journey, in that path that you decided to take, there is someone who's coming in. Someone who's showing up as the King of Pentacles, somebody who's quite more stable, or somebody who's ready to communicate things that will be of interest to you. So I see here that some of you have had some sort of communication with this person that is coming out here, and I feel like it's the same person that came out in the last reading, okay? And this person came and wanted to reconnect with you, and some of you decided to give them the cold shoulder in the same way that they did it to you. But although you might have taken that attitude, this person communicated how they felt, and they decided to give you time and say, you know, whenever you're ready, let me know. But this is what I want. Now, in the last reading, the attitude of this person is very different than this week. Because this week, this person is coming as the lion. And as you can see, this card is very different than last week. I don't remember. I think this person came last week. What was it? The energy. I know one week was the dolphin. Oh, it was the hawk. They were flying high, 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 high. In this one, they seem to be more grounded. They come with the element of fire. So here's someone who seems to be more clear about what they want. And although they may not be too responsive or too concerned to reconnect with you, Virgo, you know, they have other stuff going on. They still are coming across more grounded. So one of the things that Spirit is saying here, okay, Virgo, there are some of you who are indecisive, and to some degree, you're feeling like you may want to give this person another chance. But Spirit is saying, to those of you who have broken away a relationship where there was abuse, physical or verbally, there's no way that it would be beneficial to you to give this person an opportunity, okay? So in those cases, you know exactly what to do, right? So as you move forward, healing is the most important thing, especially if you feel that you deserve another opportunity, right? You deserve to find or seek what you deserve. You have to heal. Because we're now in 2020 where the energy is going to move fairly quickly. So we need to do our, our work to be able to then attract what we want. But for those of you who are doubting or not sure and feel that this person deserves another opportunity, this is when the element of fire is also coming in, helping you to release, helping you to wash away any of those thoughts or memories that you may have that can make you feel insecure. So with Virgo, we have to be sometimes careful because we can't get overly analytical. And in that emotional space, sometimes we get stuck and we restrict the flow of energy. And when we do that, there's no way that we can come up with a clear decision. So Spirit here is saying, you know what, Virgo? Maybe this person is not communicating in the way that you like to. And although they told you they're interested, but they don't seem to be showing it. But don't let the behavior of this person change your attitude, as well as project and assume things that may not be true. So one of the things here that we need to avoid is assumptions based on the experiences that we've had with this person before. You don't know what they're doing or what they're up to. You don't know what's keeping them away. In the meantime, what you need to be focused is on the things that are going to help you feel good. Because it is in that state of being or that state of mind that you're going to be able to attract the information that you need in order to know what to do. So if you're questioning whether to give this person an opportunity or not, you better have to, it's better or it's healthier for you to change your state of mind. Because in this particular attitude that I see here, you restrict the flow of energy. And then this is when the Spirit says, well, in this cycle where the energy is waning, or you may not be able to see the things you like to because the cycles of the moon are interfering. This is a time where Gemini, the twins, are coming to remind you that you live in a reality of duality. And in this situation, in this cup, you've seen the good as well as the bad. So this is the time to put things into a balance and decide how much good is available in this particular situation and what's not. And sometimes all it takes is one thing to keep us focused enough on that thing where we cannot see the other positive things. So here I see that some of you are reflecting and are clear about this cup and the nature of the relationship, and maybe you're reminiscing and you're remembering when the good, the good times, and when it was good, it was great. But you also see the tower moment, and it was that instant when you decided to retract, right? So you could see the evolution of this connection where things were really clear and good, and then how they change. So in some ways, seeing the dual nature of the relationship, right? Where you need to decide how you're going to reconcile this situation so that you can take the right decision. And this is where the solitude, taking a break as a good hermit, will be very beneficial, because it is in that state of mind where you work best. It's where you can rest, nurture yourself, and then receive the information that can help you decide. So Spirit here is reminding you that there are cycles within a relationship, within our emotions, and knowing when to move and not to, it's very beneficial. So if in this moment nothing is happening with this person, use the time to help strengthen yourself. This is not the time to wander and trying to, assume things that you don't know. Because it is in that mental space that you become this Knight of Swords. Start getting insecure, feeling insecure, not sure, and where that leads you. And of course, as you can see, it also affects your level of clarity. So, but this sword being upside down, it tells me that a lot of you don't know what to do. You don't know, you're not sure, you're not clear if it's a yes or a no. If this person deserves another chance or no. And if you're not sure at this moment, I would say just relax around it. This is not the moment, and wait until you get enough information based on this person's behavior to decide. And no wonder here, the turtle is showing your energy. It's like, take it easy. Spirit is telling you, take it easy. Walk as slow as the turtle. But remember, the turtle, because it walks slow, it doesn't mean that it's not smart. She actually symbolized wisdom. Okay? Emotional wisdom. So it takes her a long time to get where she needs to get. But she gets there if she's meant to get there. Because if she's not, she won't. So if you're meant to get to the next level with this person, you will. But if it's not, see it as a blessing. See it as a blessing. There are many blessings in disguise that sometimes we don't see because we're only observing reality from one perspective. But when we give ourselves time, and then things start showing up in a different way. So, all of this is centered around the communication, but I also can see that many of you are communicating with many different people. It just happens that this person somehow that is coming here, is coming through, you like them enough to remember the good times. And for those of you who decided to walk away and divorce someone who you've come to the end of the line, and then this is the time to mourn them and finally release them emotionally. And be ready for this 2020 where the energy is going to come in a very different way. I decided to make some predictions about 2020. I'm going to do it from every 3 months. So trimesters, okay? So look for that, and that kind of gives you an idea of what to expect. Remember that within energy, there's always a lot of flexibility for things to change, and all depends on you. Depends on your attitude. Depends on how you focus your creative power. But at least this is like a little map where you can have an idea of how the energy is coming and how it's, shaping your reality. So when we look at the ancestral messages, drum comes in, as well as the medicine mother. These are very feminine energy, and it talks about nourishment. So feel your heartbeat. Have you ever stopped, Virgo, to feel your heartbeat? Because those are the beats that keeps you alive, having this physical experience. And have you ever taken the time to just feel it? Because when you feel your heartbeat, you also get to feel the way that Mother Earth heartbeat beats. Okay? So you're having a lot of support from Mother Earth at this moment, where it's helping you to remember that it is through your internal journey that you're finding your truth. And when you find your truth, you find wisdom as well as clarity of knowing how to live your life. So honor who you are, honor your truth, and dare to live a life based on your priorities, on your dreams. Do whatever is needed to make them happen, and don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. So this is a time where things may not be happening in your physical reality, where you could see reconciliation. This is more about reconciling at an emotional level. With whom? With yourself. And this cycle is just as important as anyone, because it is where the physical reality gets shaped. Okay? So physical reality does not come first. It's the emotional, the vibrational one. So when you get things clear, then you project, and your experiences will express and reflect what you've become. And this is a cycle that we cannot rush. A lot of times people want to manipulate things when they don't see them happening fast enough. And this is the moment where you really have to trust and have faith and stop interfering, so that the universe can do what it needs to do in order to deliver the things you want. And human beings, we have not learned that enough. I'm sorry, I'm not here to lecture anyone. I'm just here translating information. But it's true. We haven't learned yet that life is in cycle, and so is our emotions. And that in those cycles, when we need to rest, it's not to find strategies or trying to judge ourselves why we have not achieved what we want. This is a time to rest and let the energy do its thing, because that energy has consciousness. In the same way we translate all information, there's a level of consciousness in that energy that, and then gets sent out. We emit it out to the universe, and then the universe has to do its thing to bring it back, with the same level of consciousness. And sometimes more expanded depending on your level of flexibility. So as you can see, everything is important when we are moving through these times, and when we are trying to create a relationship. And of course, those of you that have nothing going on, well, I'm sorry. The cards are not describing your situation, and maybe there are slightly variations as you hear the video that does not describe your situation. But remember, don't get stuck on the things you're not getting. Get stuck on the messages that are giving that may help you somehow, at some level. Because a lot of times we tend to get stuck on the things that we don't see. Oh, but you didn't read it in this way. And it's like, well, because it's not what the oracle is saying, okay? So don't take it personally. Just take what's available, what is beneficial in the moment, and then you never know. Okay, my dearest Virgo, that's all I have for you. So just look for the videos that I am going to air with the predictions for 2020. I think that will be very helpful. But in the meantime, remember that you always have control of your own power and of your own energy. And of course, you have free will. You can always decide whatever you want. But these are messages that can always help you. And look at things from a different perspective. So I love you guys, and I will see you next time.